What is up, you all? It is KBC, and you are back on my SaeBritneyChanel channel. You all come along with me so we can go and pick out basically some artwork that we're going to DIY. Basically, I'm going to make it into luxury art. You guys are going to see during the video, but come along with me so you guys can see some options of pictures that I'm thinking about trying for this project. If you like these sort of videos, definitely make sure you go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I do things lifestyle, home decor, beauty, and so much more on this channel. So if you are interested in these type of videos, definitely make sure you watch this one all the way through. And if you want more content, then go to my home decor playlist. I do plenty of series on this channel where we do home decor makeovers and different projects to help you upgrade your home and give inspiration when you're in your home for lifestyle purposes. So definitely, like I said, stay tuned and watch, and I hope you all enjoy the video. Let's get started. All right, you all. So I have arrived at Home Goods, you all, and immediately I was drawn to the home decor section where they have all of the, seating, accent tables, side chairs, but most of all, y'all, this beautiful artwork that they have in the middle here. So basically, you guys, I was looking for a nice kind of base artwork to work with that already has the canvas and things, the color that I want, which is that gold, but also it has like a good amount of space to work with as far as like painting and reconstructing it and everything like that. So I just, took my time. I'm looking around, taking a survey of what they have, and I'm also kind of trying to show you guys like a sneak peek of different things that they have. This was on my way to the artwork section. So I always, when I come to Home Goods, I have this type of if you have this type of issue too, when you're looking for the one thing, but every time you see that Home Goods puts out, little stuff that you can use in your house, you're like, I could use this side table or this chair or this vase. But yeah, I just was looking at what drew me to this area, like I said, you guys, was that they had the big artwork statement pieces. And as you can see, guys, we're making our way to that corner over there that has the artwork that I want to look through for this project. Let me know, you guys, do you all like buying your artwork from Home Goods? Are you a Home Goods artwork? I would say stan. Let me know in the comment section below. I like to, get my artwork from different places, but Home Goods is definitely one of my favorite places. So this DIY is gonna help you all. Like if you do get artwork from places like Home Goods or different places, it's gonna help you customize the artwork that you buy so that everybody does not have that same portrait in things. Because I know, some people's concern when they do home decor, they don't like to have the same, I would say, artwork or things in their home. And so that's important. But guys, take a look around, and then we're going to make our way to the artwork section. I'm just giving y'all like a brief view of what they have out while I look around for art. Okay, you all, so we have finally made it to the home decor section that they have the artwork in, you all. And like I said, we're looking for a base picture so that we can add a bit of texture to. I see some interesting pieces that are definitely giving abstract, and that is kind of the luxury look that we're going for. We also are looking for a base picture that has an affordable price to it. So they definitely had a lot of interesting options. But the good thing about us creating our luxury artwork piece is that we can customize it to our liking as far as like the color choices that we're going to use, the placement of the texture, and just, you know, the look that I'm going for as far as the primary bedroom in my home. So, you know, we're seeing some interesting things. This one was $39.99. So there's a lot of affordable price points. I was interested in this one, but I wasn't interested necessarily in the colors or the color of the frame, or shall I say canvas. But they definitely did have a lot of pictures that I feel like could be an interesting slate for our starting place for our pictures. So we'll just have to see what I choose when I get home. What is up, you all? It is KingBritneyChanel, and you're back on my SaeBritneyChanel channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing an interesting kind of like DIY. This is going to be how I create some luxury art on existing luxury art. So we have our two pieces here. I just want you guys to take a look at the two pieces that I'm going to be working on today. We're going to be upgrading these so that they're, I feel, more luxury than they already are. I'm just going to add some tweaks to this to personalize this. And we're going to be using some interesting utensils and supplies today for this. So let's go ahead. If you like these sort of videos, go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, and share the video, and let's get started. You all, so let's go over our supplies. So I'm going to be using, to create some texture on the already textured picture, I'm going to be using dry deck spackling, excuse me. And then, you know, we have our little putty spackling kind of utensil, our spatula. We're also going to be using the Curate and Color Tempera paint. And this pretty gold, isn't it pretty, you all? We're going to be using multi-surface Blanc white acrylic paint for our areas that we want to make white. And then we're going to be using our One Decor paint. This is the paint sealer, paint and sealer in one. So it's just kind of to seal things. I learned this through trial and error, you all, after I did that last kind of glitter Z Gallery picture. We're going to be using the Rub and Buff. And this is in the color Gold Leaf. Interesting, aren't it? Okay, so Curate and Color the Foil Flakes. And I feel like these are really going to get a luxury look. I've seen tons of pictures that have these pretty gold flakes. And look at that. I just want you guys to see that. It's going to be awesome. You're going to need a paint, you know, some paint brushes. And obviously some paint. I have some black paint in there. Just tape and some tools like combs and you know, paint brushes to create different movements and stuff with the paint. So we are going to get started. Let's start with our step one. Okay, you guys, so here I am just adding some painter's tape to the surrounding frame of the canvas to ensure that no spackling paste or, you know, paint or anything that we're using today, like as far as our gold leaf stuff, we don't want it to get in between the middle of the frame and the canvas. So I'm just going around, measuring out my tape and applying it, and then making sure the tape is secured to the surrounding frame. You want to make sure that you kind of smooth it smooth it in, so that it's not coming up as you guys are painting. If you're, you know, a person that's really about neatness, make sure you keep some, you know, wipes on hand in case you get paint anywhere on the frame, so that way you can just wipe it up easily. But the tape is the sure way to go to ensure clean lines. Next, I'm going to dip my painter stick or my mixing stick for paint into the spackling paste, and I'm just going to apply like a thick kind of layer to add our texture to our canvas. So this is going to allow the paint and things that I put on top of it to adhere very good to the already painted canvas. So I'm smoothing it in with my spackling knife, and I'm just, you know, doing straight lines just to really get it in. But the texture is going to be added. You guys are going to see as we go on. All right, you guys, so there's no right or wrong way on how to apply this. When it's pink, it still means that it's wet, and you don't have to put it straight like I'm doing. You can do all different types of patterns or shapes that you want, but the goal is to apply your spackling paste and let it dry for 24 hours in the desired design that you want. And you want to make sure that you know, let it thoroughly dry, so that's important. But I'm showing you guys the design I'm coming up with here. You guys can still see I'm kind of like, you know, flattening out pieces that I feel are too chunky as far as the spackling paste, and you guys can see the design come to life. It's really going to look so nice, you all, when it dries. It's going to dry like a nice white. I'm just showing you all what it is looking like currently, and I'm loving how the texture and things is taking fold. So I'm using multiple things like my mixing stick and my spackling knife to create texture on our already pre-made portraits. We're just now adding our texture to it. So it's looking lovely. We're going to let this sit for 24 hours and come back and see how it looks. All right, you all, so this is how it came out so far. I did stop and let this dry when we put our putty on it, and you have to let it dry. So this is what the shape is looking like of the dry putty on the pictures. So what I've done so far is I've taken the liberty to start painting it black. You can see on the black parts, I'm going to paint it black. I'm using this particular paint and some black paint. So I'm just going to go over this and see what it looks like. I'm liking the deeper color black that it is. It was black before, but it wasn't as intense as the black that I decided. So I just took the liberty to put a little bit of black here because I want to be able to control the paint. I don't really like using a lot of paint, and I'm just going to take it in a straight line. Get a little bit more paint. And as you can see, like, I'm meeting the line that was already there. And it's covering up, but you guys are going to see that it's going to be some texture. Even if it's a little bit of, like, you know, peekaboo type of, like, white. I'm going to see how I feel about that. But I'm just taking my brush and I'm just going to, like, cover up some of the plaster. It's still going to have, like, the shape, but that's what we wanted. We wanted the texture. So I'm just gonna do like straight lines, and as you can see, like, you guys can see the texture is still there. Like, I don't know if you guys can kind of see that, but I'm still looking at the texture, like, peeking through. So I'm just gonna continue this, guys, until I cover up all of this white plaster. All right, you all. So far so good. We have one side covered with our black paint. And as you can see, as it's drying, it has a nice, I feel, parts of it has like an ashy kind of black look, which I love. But I'm gonna go back in and fix it with another type of black paint to really create that luxe kind of black look that we're looking for. But as you can see, the texture of the plaster is coming out so beautiful on our pictures. And here you can see me just adding more paint because I ran out of paint, just to make sure that this went smoothly as far as gliding on over the plaster, because we don't really want to disturb any plaster. But this is why I'm using the paint and sealer paint that I showed you guys in the beginning of the video. And so I'm just taking my brush, cleaning up a little bit of the area, and then applying so that we can finish out this black, I would say, rectangle on this piece we're working on. And I'm just applying paint like I showed you all in the last clip, so that we can really get that texture showing like it's showing on the other side. Painting is definitely, I feel, like a therapeutic exercise. You guys should try it. Let me know, do you all like to paint or use, you know, I would say colored pencils or different things? What is it that you like to use as far as art projects? Let me know in the comment section below. And we're just going to continue painting, you guys, until we finish covering up all of the white plaster in this black rectangle that we're working on right now. Okay, so here's what we have so far, you all. I love this. There is no right or wrong way to do these sort of DIY pictures. It is really what you like and how you want it to look. It's abstract, so that's the beauty. It's like no pressure. But I'm gonna let these dry. I'm gonna put a little white on the spots that are white, on the, you know, plaster parts that are white, so that we can get that bright white on there. But so far we're gonna just let the black dry a little bit before we go in with our white. All right, so now we are going in with our white paint, you all, that I showed you in the beginning. Now, what I like about this paint is it gave this particular, the white parts of my, I would say my artwork, it gave it a very chalky look, a very kind of white out look. And if that's what you're going for, then this is the perfect paint for that. But I'm going to go in and touch it up with some brighter, I would say, white paint, just to really make it stand out and pop. I didn't want a washed out kind of look. I wanted like a intense bright white look to really make it luxury looking. So this is perfect, I feel, to as a base for the next white paint that I'm going to use. But as you can see, you all, I'm doing the same thing, kind of like covering this up. I feel like this is helping also, that the plaster is allowing it to adhere to the picture that was already done. And as you can see, I'm just going back in with more white paint, and I feel like it's really coming along, you guys. This really reminds me, you all, of like when I was in school, and you know how you play in the whiteout when you're you have your whiteout pen or just whatever that you're using. But yeah, this is what we're currently doing right now, you guys. Okay, you all, so I'm just showing you all the texture of the pictures now that the paint has dried and we have went back in with more paint, and I'm loving how it has turned out so far. It's looking gorgeous, you guys. I can already tell. The black looks more intense because, like I said, I went back in with another black paint as well as white paint to really make those, you know, the texture on the artwork stand out. What do you think so far about the artwork, you all? Leave it in the comment section below, and would you try this? All right, you all. So all I did so far was add the gold rubbing buff to create the gold lines that were already on the picture to make them pop more. And now I'm adding some Mod Podge because we need this to get tacky so that we can apply our gold leaf flakes. I like the flakes, you all, but you guys are gonna see in the video why I think you should use the gold leaf paper way more than the golden flakes. I mean, I feel like you should use the flakes if you're specifically going for that certain look, but you guys are gonna see when I start applying the gold leaf. But make sure when you're applying the Mod Podge to your portrait that you apply it in whatever design that you want. I'm trying to go on these lines, but I'm not making it straight because I want the gold paper or the flakes to be in an abstract design as well. They don't need to be like perfectly centered. But you're gonna apply a nice layer, not too much, not too little, so that the golden flakes and the gold paper really stick. And you want to make sure that you wait until it's tacky to apply. And make sure that you're doing this on your portrait that has already dried, I would say, for a couple of hours, so that you're not shifting or moving any paint or any plaster. So that's what I'm doing, you all. You see me here just applying the Mod Podge in the desired design on the lines, and I'm waiting for it to get tacky. All right, you all. So right here, you can see me adding some of these gold flakes. As you can see from my facial expression, I was not necessarily happy about individually applying these golden flakes. Number one, what happens is that when it touches the Mod Podge, your hands become a golden fingertip. And when you're trying to apply the rest of it, it doesn't go. Now, of course, I know somebody in the comment section will be like, well, KB, why didn't you just shake the golden leaf stuff? That stuff gets everywhere, you all. So make sure you have your vacuum cleaner on hand. Make sure that your children are not near this because this stuff is like glitter. It will get everywhere. But it's not that it didn't work out, you guys, because like I said, if you're going for that certain look, it definitely can work. I just would recommend to use the gold leaf paper because it's better control, it's easier control, and you all are going to be able to see from the next clips what I'm talking about in regards to that. All right, you all. So this is what it looks like with the gold flakes so far. It's dry. I like the look, but I feel like we could do much better than this. I kind of played around with it. Not really happy with how, it is coming off. So we're going to try the gold paper like I was telling you all before. Now, what I will say, for easy kind of control or removal of these gold flakes, you're gonna need these small paint brushes. It's best to use a new one each time. That's why I got the big pack that I got. But it really helps you to get the gold flakes off. And you guys can see me like, trying to see what stuck and what didn't stick. It's kind of like glitter removal. Whatever stuck, you want to get that good, and then whatever needs to get cleared off, you want to get it cleared off. So that's what I'm doing here, is clearing off the lines to see what we're working with as far as like the gold leaf. So you guys can see I have my texture, I have the gold leaf flakes, and things are progressing as far as our luxury DIY wall art. All right, you guys, so here is what it looks like with the gold leaf paper. As you can see, it's more controllable and it's easier to peel off as far as with your paintbrush. And that's what I'm doing, you guys. You can see large pieces of the sheet is coming off, and it's more control, where it's like it's more of it is sticking, and also it's easier cleanup and control of it, because it's peeling off in large flakes instead of all of those tiny flakes and looking like glitter, and that's just not what I wanted. So I definitely feel like this was very therapeutic. Let me know, is this therapeutic to you, as far as like ASMR, like you guys watch this sort of stuff? It's like definite satisfaction to me peeling this stuff off, you guys. But this was so awesome. Like, that gold leaf paper is definitely a must for this type of project, you guys. Okay, so here's our second picture, and you guys make sure you're doing this very lightly because you want some of it to stick in the places that you want it to stick. Okay, so I'm just lightly dusting off the gold leaf paper. And of course, you guys, you're going to want to use your sealer spray or whatever you want to use to ensure that whatever sticks continues to stick. But how awesome is this texture? You have so many different types of texture, from our spackling paste, our paint, and then now the gold leaf paper. I love it. I feel like these pictures can represent those pictures in home goods that are like the pictures that you want, and you like, do I really want to spend $50 on this? So this is how it came out, you guys. I love it. It's definitely looking luxury, and the look I was going for as far as this project. I'm just going to continue to brush, and you guys just continue to stick with me while I go through the process. Okay, you all. So one of the pictures I paid $22 for, and the other one I paid $33 for. And they definitely came out high end and luxury, you guys. Let me know in the comments section. Are you all going to try this beautiful DIY? This is definitely the look I was going for, and it definitely transformed these pictures to a luxury high-end look. I just was so stunned when I saw how gorgeous they look for my primary bedroom. I can't wait to style them in the space. Let me know your thoughts on this DIY. It's KingBritneyChanel, you already know. And I am on my SaeBritneyChanel channel, and this is another home decor and lifestyle DIY with King Britney. Thanks for watching.